Hi everyone, and welcome once again to one of your favorite segments here on the leisure portion, Places. This week we bring you guys all the way to Canada. Well, actually, we bring you to Canada's favorite comfort food through this week's wonderful discovery.
In Kapitolyo Pasig is a new addition to the many new and exciting restaurants that now line this busy street. Business and Leisure found Main Street Restaurant, attracted by what is definitely a restaurant that is inspired by Canada's homegrown favorites. We met up with young Adam Tan, owner of Main Street. Adam studied and worked in Vancouver, Canada for 5 years, so he has imbibed the Canadian way of life in all his years there. And yes, that includes the Canadian cuisine. So when he moved back to the Philippines, the first thing he did was to open his own restaurant.
When I was studying, I was working at kitchens. I worked in a lot of restaurants. So before I went back to the Philippines, I wanted to build something. I wanted to build my own business. And the best thing I knew was building a restaurant. Basically just the food business.
And this is Main Street. Inside, the owners made an interesting play on black and white, giving it a distinct ambiance, one that is neat and uncluttered, unpretentious and straightforward. The black and white photos adorning an adobe wall echo this theme as well.
It's a Canadian comfort food restaurant, mostly on classics, fried chicken, mac and cheese, steak, burgers. We want a place where there's no pretension. It's more just simple food done right.
Actually, as Adam narrates, he started in McKinley Hill 4 years ago and just recently moved to their present location in Kapitolyo.
Kapitolyo is it has a good food scene. Has a lot of good restaurants. We don't have to be under mall management, so we can do what we want to do. Also, it's near my house.
That is actually a good enough reason to build a restaurant near where you reside to give you the best opportunity to keep a close tab on the restaurant. We were curious to know about the restaurant's name. It turned out that Main Street in Vancouver is home to many successful bars and restaurants. As a student, Adam used to hang around a lot in this area, so when he moved back to put up his own restaurant, he decided to pay homage to that very street. With simple Canadian comfort food done very well, Adam knows that he can attract his target market.
Between ages 18 to 45, mostly young professionals, students, families.
Pinoys are more familiar with American food among all the Western cuisines, and we mentioned this to Adam. He did encounter this when he first started.
At first, they were quite unfamiliar with our food, with the name, but when they realized that the food was mostly stuff that they're familiar with, it was okay after that. We're classified as Canadian, not American. We have dishes that are directly from Vancouver, like poutine. Also, maybe our servings are bigger than most Western restaurants in here. We have all our poutine selections. Poutine is fries with cheese and gravy with different toppings. Our specialty is the buttermilk fried chicken. We also do pizza and pasta as well. Everything is made in-house. Even our breads are made in-house. So yeah, everything's fresh.
Aside from making their comfort food perfectly right, Adam has made dining at Main Street a little more exciting for a variety of reasons.
We do a lot of events here. In the Kapitolyo area just brings a lot of people in. People like going here just to eat, so that's a good thing. We host all kinds of events. We've had reservations for baby showers, baptisms, birthdays, corporate parties. For our own events, sometimes we do unlimited fried chicken deals. We do comedy night. We do live music. Yeah.
Main Street has 2 levels, and all in all, the restaurant is about 500 square meters with 3 function rooms and a big main dining room that can seat up to 80 people. That makes it perfect for special events and even busy weekends. Every day, the restaurant opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 12 midnight. There is this long bar that is well stocked for those late night after dinner drinks, so that closing time is perfect for people who like to hang out in the area. Now it's time to check out Main Street's best sellers.
So this is our bacon poutine. It's 230 pesos. Hand-cut fries, mozzarella cheese curd, homemade bacon with the beef gravy. It's 230 pesos.
The poutine is actually the informal national food of Canada, and Adam thoughtfully brought it here to share with a Pinoy diner. In itself, it is already a meal because of its big serving, but more importantly, it is packed full of flavor because of the bacon, the cheese, and the gravy splashed onto the crispy fries.
So this is our roasted tomato soup. We make it in-house also. We roast the tomatoes and then we cook it into a soup with our homemade bread. 130 pesos.
This is actually the cheapest item in the menu, a starter for some but a meal for light eaters.
This is our famous buttermilk fried chicken. 3 pieces with mashed potatoes and gravy. We marinate this for 8 hours and then we fry it up. 290 pesos.
3 big pieces of buttermilk soaked chicken, fried crisp and served with brown gravy and mashed potato. What can be more comforting than that?
And this is our spaghetti and meatball. Mozzarella stuffed meatball and with spaghetti and tomato sauce with garlic bread. This is 290 pesos.
3 big meatballs on top of spaghetti with a zesty tomato-based sauce make a hefty dish.
This is our steak and gorgonzola pizza. We make the crust in-house, the pizza dough in-house, and this is Kitayama flank steak with gorgonzola cheese, mozzarella cheese, balsamic reduction, and arugula.
The steak is perfectly cooked, pink on the inside and still very juicy. Note that they did not skimp on the gorgonzola and mozzarella to make this an excellent choice of a pizza.
These are our best sellers at Main Street. As you can see, they're mostly Western dishes. The most Canadian dish is the poutine, but every one of these you can see in Canadian menus everywhere. The price range will be 130 to 350. So the cheapest thing on the menu is this tomato soup. And one of the most expensive things we have is this steak and gorgonzola pizza for 350.
Check out this new addition to the Kapitolyo food scene. Adam himself is giving out this personal invite.
I want to invite everyone to Main Street Kapitolyo to try our delicious Canadian food. You can reach us to 239-2827 or 0995-154-1136. You can follow us on Instagram at EatMain and in our Facebook page, Main Street Kapitolyo.
And that was Main Street Restaurant in Kapitolyo Pasig, our feature this week on Places.